Hey guys, Cinema Sickness here, and it is really early in the morning. Had to get up early to do some stuff with my grandmother. Had to get up at like 7 o'clock this morning on a Sunday, which, is kind of my normal time during the week to get up for work. But on a Sunday, I like to sleep in, and I was up kind of late last night working on the new library, so I'm pretty damn tired. It's actually around 8 o'clock now, 8:30 actually right now. And even though I am kind of tired and wouldn't mind going back home to go to sleep, I figured, fuck it, I'm up this early, let's go hit up Jake's. I don't usually go to Jake's really early. I usually kind of get there by the time everybody's sort of closing up, which could be good for deals, but, I don't get to go very often very early, so I figured, I'm up, why not go out there? So let's go hit up Jake's, see what we can find. I was just out there last weekend, so am I going to find anything really good this weekend? I don't know. Might be a lot of just the same stuff, but hey, it's early, so I see it's worth going. Let's check it out and see what I can find.
And the first DVDs I came across. Let's fit on the roof. Spooky's House of Villains, might end up picking that up. But that looks to be about the only thing that I would be interested in getting. A few more DVDs. Looks mostly to be kid stuff and some Carmen Electra tapes. Oh, there's Britney Spears. But definitely don't need any of those. And once again, back at my favorite stand at Jake's, where there are plenty of DVDs and CDs to look through. Let's see what we can find. It's been full of movies. Transformers, but again, a lot of stuff I already own. Some VHS tapes, some Ernest. Oh, here's Bonkers. Might want to grab that. Best of Eddie Murphy. Some MST3K. Oh, and there's more VHS tapes up here as well.
This TV
Very cool.
has a built-in VHS.
And how much are these?
I'll sell the TV and all the tapes for $20.
Oh, I don't need all of them. How much?
50 cents.
Okay, cool. Thanks. $2 DVDs. But yet again, I don't see anything I need to pick up. And a tub full of DVDs. We have some SpongeBob. I'm not sure if I have that one or not. Definitely some good movies in here. But again, nothing I really need to pick up except possibly that SpongeBob. I'll have to check and see if I have that or not. So as it turns out, I did not have volume 11 of the SpongeBob SquarePants for the video now on the PVD, but as you can see inside, it's not actually SpongeBob, and that is why you always check. And more DVDs. And more of really nothing I need to pick up, although some interesting titles in here. So maybe there'll be a surprise or two. $3 DVDs. Now these are something I've definitely not looked through before. A lot of interesting titles in here. I mean, there's a Criterion collection. I might end up picking some of these up. There's some kids' titles. Looks like there's definitely some good stuff in here. Some season sets here. Dead Like Me, Californication, which unfortunately I already have. And I say unfortunately because I would love to pick it up if I didn't already have it. 24, which I hear is good, but I never really got into that. Sarah Silverman, another show I never really got into. Some good seasons here. I wonder what the price on these are. DVDs, $2 each, 3 for $5. Although I think I may have looked through these last week. Yeah, these all look pretty familiar, actually.
Alright guys, we are done at Jake's. I'm actually back at home now, sitting in my driveway. Hopefully we're not too shaky here, but definitely leaving the car on as it is pretty damn warm outside. So, I was kind of thinking, probably not going to get a ton this weekend because I was just at Jake's last weekend, and as far as when it comes to buying things at Jake's, a lot of the titles I get are from people who are kind of there every weekend, and then I pick up a couple stray things here and there from random people who are just setting up just for that weekend. But I actually got a decent amount of stuff today, a lot more than I was expecting to get. So let's get right down to it. And the first thing I'm going to start off with here are some titles that I'm sure a lot of you guys are pretty excited for me to pick up, as I just saw a couple seasons of this show, I guess a week or two ago. And some of you guys told me that, yeah, I should have got them. And kind of glad I didn't, because I got these for a really good price. The first season here I picked up for only $2, and that was the first season of 24. They had it marked at 3. In fact, it looked like it was marked at something else before that. It looked like it was marked at 5, then marked down to 3, and then he gave it to me for only $2. So yes, the complete first season of 24 for $2. Great deal. And I've never seen this show. I've never seen a single episode. Like, I know what the premise of the show is, but again, I've never seen it. But a lot of people, a lot of you guys told me it was really good. A lot of my friends are really into this show. So yeah, for $2, picked up the first season. Then for $4 a piece, I picked up season 2, season 3, and season 5 of 24. They did have season 4 as well. These are actually from a whole nother stand. In fact, I found these first, and then I came across season 1. Pretty cool that happened. They did have season 4 as well. They didn't have season 1, but they did have season 4. But unfortunately, it was missing a disc, so I did pass on it. So I got, yes, the seasons 2, 3, and 5 of 24 for only $4 a piece. They did want 5. Asked if they would do, 2 or 3 for 10. She said, how about 3 for 12? It's not a good deal. $1 off each season. For $4, yeah, had to grab these. And I am looking forward to seeing the show, seeing what it's all about, since, like I said, you guys say it's good, and my friends say it's good, and apparently this is a great show. So definitely had to pick those seasons up. Then for only $1, normally originally marked at $2, but I talked them down to only $1, and that was The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Volume 2, Jimmy on Ice and Battle of the Bands. This here being a Video Now disc, a PVD disc for the Video Now player, I should say. So yeah, like I said, they wanted $2. I talked them down to 1. That sounded great. Then I picked up a bunch of CD soundtracks, and this all comes from the guy whose stand I love shopping at. The one who has all the DVDs for $3 a piece, and he has all the CDs for $1. Unfortunately, he didn't have any new DVDs, and he actually recognized me from last week, and he said, hi, how's it going? And said, I haven't got anything new in. So I kind of skimmed over the DVDs really quick, but I didn't see, like I said, I didn't see anything new, didn't see anything I wanted to grab. But what I didn't do last week is I didn't look through his CDs. So this week I figured it's time to look through his CDs and see if he has any soundtracks. And for $1 a piece, picked up a few here. Picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First one I grabbed was the American Pie 2 soundtrack. Good movie, good soundtrack, had to get it. Then I got the soundtrack to Mr. Saturday Night, which is a great Billy Crystal movie. I highly recommend this film. The soundtrack probably isn't going to be too much anything. Looks like just a score, but regardless, had the movie, had to get the soundtrack. Soundtrack The Three Musketeers. This is probably going to be fun. I love this movie, and the soundtrack's pretty interesting, so I had to grab that. This was great. The soundtrack to Swing Kids, which is another fantastic movie. And just a fantastic soundtrack. I'm sure, as you can imagine, a movie called Swing Kids probably has a pretty good soundtrack, and this definitely does. So really, really cool to come across that. Then I got the soundtrack to Rob Roy. Nothing I'm necessarily dying to have, but have the movie, have to get the soundtrack. Then we have the soundtrack to Any Given Sunday, another soundtrack that I'm sure is pretty good. I mean, we have things like Hole, DMX, Kid Rock, Mystical, Godsmack, Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J, Missy Elliott. So, pretty cool soundtrack. Very happy about that. And this, I had to pick it up just because I do have the movie, but that was The Prince of Egypt, and then it says Inspirational. So I'm assuming maybe they have, different Prince of Egypt soundtracks. They probably have a regular soundtrack, and they probably have this inspirational one. I know, what other movie was it? I don't think is it Spirit? No. I think it's another, I can't remember which one, but I think it's another DreamWorks movie where they have the regular soundtrack and they have a country soundtrack, which is kind of weird. But yeah, looking at the names of this, I mean, things like Destiny, Power, Let Go, Let God, I Am, Stay With Me, God Will Take Care of Me, Let My People Go, Father, just names of songs like that make me go, oh boy, this is going to be a bunch of, like, probably really bad Christian music. And, you know, no offense to anybody out there who is Christian. If that's your thing, that's very good, but it's not my thing. And just religion in general is not really my thing. And a bunch of Christian music isn't something I really want to listen to. But I do have the movie, so had to get the soundtrack, even though this probably isn't the actual soundtrack. This is like get an inspirational version of the soundtrack. But for $1, I had to pick it up. Then also for $1, 50 cents a piece, grabbed 2 VHS tapes. First one here being Mystery Science Theater 3000, The Wild World of Batwoman. Looks pretty cool, and I mean, it looks actually like a Batwoman type girl. I mean, she got the little Batman logo there on her chest. So I'm kind of curious to see what this is all about. But I love MST3K, so of course I had to pick it up. And this was great. Bonkers. Bonkers Spring Training. I loved Bonkers. This is a fantastic Disney show. Just a huge fan of these Disney animated shows from like the 90s. Used to watch them all the time. And Bonkers was no exception. Used to watch this one like every day when I came home from work. I love Bonkers. Very cool to get a hold of this. I don't have any Bonkers in my collection, so really excited about picking that up. And 50 cents, it was a steal. Then, I'm trying to think of how much I paid for this. I think I paid, if I'm not mistaken, $2 for this one. And that was Along Came a Spider, which is the sequel to Kiss the Girls. Haven't watched Kiss the Girls yet, and yeah. Haven't watched Kiss the Girls yet, but kind of wanted to get Along Came a Spider before I watch it, because I would like to watch them both back to back, so definitely had to grab this. I've actually been looking for this for some time now. Ever since I picked up Kiss the Girls, I've been wanting to get a hold of this, but I never come across it for a good price, and anytime I do come across it for a good price, it's usually scratched. So, yeah, for $2 today, certainly had to grab it. Very excited about that. Then for $3, this is pretty cool. This lady had a lot of stuff, actually. She had a pretty nice selection of movies that I wanted to get. Unfortunately, a lot of her stuff was scratched, so pretty much everything but this one title I wanted to pick up, I passed on. This is the only title she had that I wanted that was in good shape, and that was Salesman. I've never heard of this movie. This is a blind buy, but it is a Criterion Collection release. And pretty much when it comes to Criterion movies, if I've never heard of them, I still pick them up because, one, these are expensive, so if I found them for a good price, I'm definitely grabbing them. And two, because normally movies that get Criterion Collection releases, they're usually pretty good. They usually get the releases for a reason. So, like I said, I've never heard of this. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds interesting. And again, it is a Criterion Collection release, so for $3, figure this was definitely a good deal. But then I see what I personally feel is the best for last. Now, some of you guys are going to say the 24 deals were the best, and yeah, they were great deals. But personally, I think this title right here was just an amazing find because I've been looking for this for years. I have it on VHS, but I've been waiting to get it on DVD, and like I said, for years I've been looking for it. I found the other, there's 2 movies in this, you call them series, I don't know. I have the other one, which I found a few years ago. I was pretty excited about that because I was also looking for that. Found it, very excited. I just needed the other title, which I was having such a hard time finding. I think I've only come across it one time before, and it was scratched. So very excited to get this, and that is Mickey's House of Villains. Very excited to have this in my collection on DVD because, like I said, I do have it on VHS. So of course I am picking this up to replace my VHS copy. Got this for only $4, a fantastic deal. It's in perfect shape. I do already have snowed into the House of Mouse. Love that. So very excited to get this. And what this is just a bunch of basically Disney shorts. Does it list what's on here? No, unfortunately it doesn't seem to. Although there is there? Yeah. We have Mickey's Mechanical House, How to Haunt a House, Lonesome Ghost, Dance of the Goofies, Donald and the Gorilla, Donald's Halloween Scare, Hansel and Gretel. So it's a bunch of Disney shorts all strung together by clips of Disney's House of Mouse. If you've never seen that, it's like Mickey's House of Mouse, whatever. Mickey has like a nightclub basically, and in this nightclub they show shorts and stuff, and all the villains and all the heroes and everything. Everybody basically, all the Disney characters hang out together in this nightclub. And if I'm not mistaken, I've only seen this like once before. I think all the villains kind of like take over and they show like villain type. Basically, this is kind of like a Halloween sort of release. They show scary and villain type shorts. So really cool. Snow the House of Mouse is also really awesome as well. That's like a Christmas related one. So these are great movies. I love these. These are fantastic. And again, I'm really excited to have this on DVD finally. For $4, this was just a fantastic find. So that was everything I picked up today from Jake's. Definitely a good haul, I'd say. I didn't pay too much for everything there. So great day. I'm gonna go inside to the house now and sleep. Because it is still pretty early. I mean, it's only like 30 minutes after I would normally leave to head to Jake's, on a normal day. So I got up way too early today. But yeah, so a lot of good titles. Very excited about that. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. See ya.